Hey guys, I am very excited today to be filming a Black Friday shopping haul kind of video, and actually the reason why I'm excited is because I've been sitting on this stuff for a little while and I had a bad cold the past week, so I think I finally now kind of sound like myself and I'm not constantly blowing my nose and sneezing, so hopefully we will get through this video. Obviously, a lot of the shopping that I've been doing recently, and especially Black Friday, has been for other people, so I'm just gonna share the things that I picked up for myself. So I will say I did open these packages just to make sure that stuff was in them, but I was holding off on filming this video because I wanted to do a first impression video, so I didn't actually open the things inside and see what they all look like. So my first package is from Tarte, which you know that I like, and they had a good deal on Black Friday, plus there was an additional, I think it was a 10% back on ebates.com. If you don't use Ebates, I'm gonna put my affiliate link down in the description. If you sign up, I think you get like $10 back the first time you use it. But basically, it's a website you go through, or you can even put a browser plugin in your web browser. And if you're shopping on a site and they have like a cashback deal, it will highlight and tell you to go through Ebates. And basically that's all you have to do, is just go through Ebates to the site you're already shopping on, and you get a percentage back or a dollar amount back. And I've gotten, I don't know how much over the years, I've been using it for years, and they send you like an actual check for real money that you can put in the bank, or you can cash it in for gift cards or something. So no obligation, but I will put my affiliate link down below if you want to do that offer and get some additional cash back when you sign up. So here's the Tarte packaging, which is so cute with the little unicorn wrapping paper. And again, I did just open it just to make sure the right things were in here. But I ordered 3 things from Tarte, plus they sent a little sampler card of their foundation, which I think I got the same one the last time I ordered, so obviously haven't tried that yet. I purchased their new eyeshadow primer, or eyelid primer. If you recall, the last time I ordered from Tarte, I got their primer that comes in a little tube, and I've been using it and I really like it. Apparently, maybe I got it on sale because it was going to be discontinued. So this is the primer that they have now. It's called High Performance Naturals Lid Lock Eye Base. And this is a 0.14 ounce jar. It's a very teensy tiny jar. The lid is thicker than the jar is. It is beautiful. Look, the top of the lid, it's like a metal lid, and this is obviously a plastic thing, but it looks like a geode or some kind of rock formation, so that's kind of pretty. And inside is just a white primer. From what I read in the reviews and things, people just apply this with their finger. So I'm actually going to go ahead and apply this. I don't know if you can tell, but I didn't put any eye makeup on today. So I'm going to go ahead and just put some of this on. So it is a little hard in the jar, but it does rub off on your finger pretty easily. It might also be because it's cold, and I'm sure my hands are cold. So we'll see how that does today with one of the next products that I reveal. So the other items that I purchased from Tarte were 2 of the Tartelette palettes. This first one, I guess, I don't know what it's called. It's just like the regular basic palette. I've been seeing it at Sephora and I liked it, so I went ahead and ordered it while everything was on sale, plus the cashback deal. So haven't taken it out of the box yet. Alright, so it comes with a little card with a daytime and playtime look on it. And then here's the actual palette. It's beautiful purple with gold trim. Oops, okay, a little plastic cover. And here it is. If you're familiar with Tarte, I have found that their eyeshadows smell like chocolate. So this one smells like chocolate, and it's just a beautiful set of like 12 neutral shades, and I really liked it because it had some very light and very dark shades, which I don't have in my current sets that I've been using. So I might use that one to do my makeup today, or I might use the Toasted palette, which was a new one that came out recently, and I saw that and thought I might like to try it as well. This also comes with a look, Fireside Fierce and Flamin' Hot options for you. So here's the palette. It has that kind of flaming imagery. Okay, plastic sheet again. So some of these did kind of crumble a little bit, which is a shame. But here are the colors. So again, they're pretty neutral. The difference from the other palette is that this one has a little bit more, sorry for that noise if you hear my cat's playing with the paper. This one has a little bit more in the way of like shimmery shades. So the other one was pretty much all matte shades. But I think I might try this one to do my eye makeup today. So I am going to go ahead and use the Toasted palette to do my makeup right here. So we'll just kind of fast forward through this. But I brought my brushes down with me, so I'm just going to use the mirror that's here in the palette and just put on some makeup quick and see how it goes. So here is the final look, which didn't turn out too bad considering I'm not really in really great lighting or my usual situation here. And as you know, I put on my makeup wrong. If you haven't seen my collaboration video I did with my friend Sierra where I show her how I do my makeup, go ahead and watch that. But what I ended up using was Sunrise over the base as the base of my whole lid. Then I put a little bit of warmth kind of in the crease area and going up. That's a little more orange than I usually use, but I think it actually looks really nice. It really is a warm color. Then I ended up using, I think, a little bit of Cozy, just sort of on the outer edges, and then I put on some Crackle, which has, it's like a brown with some gold flecks in it. It looked really interesting in the palette, and it was a lot more pigmented than I expected, so I ended up using one dip's worth for both eyes. And then I just did a little bit of Fireside, which is the darkest shade in the palette, as kind of a little bit of a liner at the end. So overall, I'm very happy with this palette. I know that I will also be happy with the other more matte palette. I already have kind of like a mini version of this. That's my usual travel makeup. I'm looking forward to using these eyeshadows, and we'll see how the primer base goes as well. My other purchase that was more just for me was from Cirque nail colors, and if you're not familiar with them, I think they're more of like an indie brand. I think they're based in New York. I found this brand through Simply Nailogical because she did a review of the best solid black nail polish, and the Cirque Memento Mori came out on top in her review, so I thought I would try that one. I've since tried a couple of their other colors, and they were having a big Black Friday sale as well, so I went ahead and ordered a few things to try. So they all came wrapped in this bubble wrap, so I'm just gonna figure out where the edge of this is. So I purchased 6 of their colors. Now my fingers are kind of a mess, so I don't think I'm necessarily gonna swatch them. Maybe I'll splice in some photos of the actual colors. I did get one more bottle of Memento Mori, which if you haven't tried it before, it's really just a one coat black cream polish. It really is one coat, so it's great if you're doing it like as a base to something else. Actually right now, again, my nails are kind of a mess, but right now I have it as a base coat underneath this like Sally Hansen duochrome kind of color, so it's just nice to put a black base under some things, or it's also good if you're gonna like stamp or do other nail art on top of it, or I've even worn it by myself. So this one is La Vie Bohème. La Vie Bohème is kind of like a dark purple. Then we have Velvet Underground, which guess what is another dark purple. We have a Rhapsody in Blue, which is a bright blue. I've been looking for a bright blue polish, so very excited to try this one. We have Himalayan Pink, which one of their top colors is called Halcyon. It's supposed to be a rose gold, but I found that it's a little bit more copper than I wanted. So this one looks a little bit more pink based, so I'm excited to try this one. And finally, this one, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Meme Dom, or is it something French? I'm taking this out because it was so interesting. It's like a blue, glittery, kind of blue to pink duochrome. I'm not really sure how this is gonna come out. I'm interested to see. It looks like what I imagine a unicorn might wear for nail polish. So those are my online purchases, and then I also wanted to just show off a couple things that I picked up at TJMaxx, which I like the store in general. You get really, really good deals there. I love it for gifts as well, especially like the beauty section. You can pick up really nice soaps and sprays and things. For clothes, it's always hit or miss for me. I either find like armfuls of stuff that I love, or there's just nothing that I like that day. And you really have to like have time to stand there and browse through every single item on the rack, at least in your size. So when I went in this time, I was looking specifically for like sweaters and long sleeve items, so I did find a couple of pieces. And I'm gonna model these as well, so I'll splice in the pictures of me wearing the items. The first piece is this cable and gauge crew neck sweater. It's in a dark heathered gray, and I actually have the same one in like a teal kind of turquoisey green color. What I liked about this style is the back has a little zipper right at the neckline, so it just adds a little bit of interest to it. It's not just a plain sweater, which I like, although it is just a very simple classic style. Also, you'll see when you see me wearing it, the back hem is just a little bit lower. It comes down a little lower in the back, which I like, so it's nicer to wear over leggings or a little bit more form-fitting pieces. Next we have this blue Cynthia Rowley sweater, and I'm sure it just looks insane with me holding it because it has this huge cowl neck. So you'll see when you see me try it on, it's like a long tunic length. Again, it has a little bit of that high-low hemline, and cowl necks I always worry about because I think I'm just going to be like fussing with them all day, but this one did lay really nicely. Again, it's just like a really huge cowl neck, so there's a really nice drape in the front. And then I picked up this dark gray Larry Levine, very heavy sweater cardigan. It's a very long cardigan, so it'll be nice to wear with leggings or skinny jeans. It's actually replacing two sweaters I already have removed from my closet. One was heavy like this but short, so it didn't really look good with the leggings and stuff. And then one was a longer sweater, but it never fit right. It wasn't my size to begin with. I just got it because it was on clearance or whatever. So I'm happy to get rid of those two and replace them with this one. It'll be really cozy. And then this last piece is a Calvin Klein jacket, which was a little bit more than I wanted to spend. I had actually seen it on a previous trip to TJMaxx, and it was still there, so I went ahead and tried it on. It's like their athleisure line, and I did look it up online, and it was still, the TJMaxx price was like half of what it goes for in department stores, so I'm sure it was a good deal. It has a lot of nice features that I will show you in a second. So here's that Calvin Klein jacket. There's a lot of really nice features about it. I love the length. It's kind of mid-thigh length. It looks and feels like a really heavy sweatshirt, but again, it's just like super warm. Pockets are in a great spot. It has a really nice heavy-duty hood, which actually is removable, and also the zipper zips up really high, so you can get quite snugly in this. The zipper also zips up from the bottom, so if you need a little bit more room, like for walking or for your hips, you have that option. It actually has a place inside where your headphones can thread up and come out the top, so I think it's on this side. So if you're, especially in a city, like walking around using headphones, that's a really nice feature and keep everything kind of enclosed in your jacket. And like I mentioned, it was a little bit more than I had wanted to spend, so I was sort of on the fence about it, and then as I was taking it off in the dressing room, I found that it had thumb holes in the sleeves, which, as you know, is like a major selling point for me on almost everything. So I was like, okay, that's it, I'm sold. I love all the features on this jacket. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of self-indulgent look at some of my recent purchases. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and come back for new content every week. Thank you!